Spencer, thank you. A man is facing charges accused of sexual assault at a care facility. On Saturday, Washington County deputies arrested 25-year-old Oscar Marquez Alonzo. They say that he had worked at the care facility in Raleigh Hills for about a month and found evidence that he sexually abused a resident of that facility while he worked. He's facing sexual abuse and sodomy charges. Detectives fear there could be additional victims. Anyone who believes that they are a victim or has additional information is asked to contact the Washington County Sheriff's Office.